just as I start this fucking video, shit's starting to try to be a fucking bitch. God fucking fuck ass bitch. What the fuck's up, motherfuckers? God damn it. Give me a fucking second, yeah? I'm setting my fucking studio up, you know? Fucking shit. Hello, everybody. Please pardon a long intro. Hello, everybody. Please pardon. I'm trying to set up my little studio, and fucking Facebook or YouTube or whatever Zuckerberg owned fucking George Soros infused freedom of speech fucking piece of fucking device fucking shit this fucking is. Takes a fucking minute or two to fucking upload. I know you probably don't like me, but you're gonna agree with me after the end of this fucking video if you have any fucking testosterone in your fucking body. So give me a second, please. For fuck's sakes. Fucking A, dude. So, hello. I'm Nacho the Squatcho, and my credentials of why you should give a damn about the fuck I should say is I am like the most last vestiges of freedom motherfuckers in existence, dude. I haven't paid taxes in like fucking 4 or 5 years. I live out in the wild because I don't want to be a slave to an alimony fucking inevitable fat ass fucking libtard fucking The View watching fucking piece of shit fat bitch. I'm the disciple and fucking prophet of Joe X, the only real action star remaining on this fucking planet. And you're all fucking welcome to come here and get an infused of testosterone and be a freedom fighting son of a bitch, like the government will suppress me not to be, and just like my lord Joe X, who his fucking government took away all his fucking guns and try to fucking incarcerate him just because a bunch of fucking neighbors complained that he was abiding by the law and doing target shooting and practice and showcasing the durability of woodland tools on his own fucking vast property. Let that sink in, guys. We live in a fucking day and age where you're not allowed to play on your own fucking property even if you abide by the laws. Joe X, okay? So in his country, you're allowed to shoot fucking shotguns. You're allowed to shoot shotguns on your fucking property, dude. And all his fucking Glick, his Glock, and fucking Stormgewehr, all that shit that he does, it was done in unison with his fucking, the laws governing his fucking place. And just because bitch ass fucking Karens fucking complain, they took all his fucking shit. You're mandatory to be a fucking cuck. Can I please elaborate? Thank you guys for being here and letting this old man elaborate. You know, before I got a hold of YouTube and red pill philosophy and looking up to guys like Joe X, and because of YouTube helped, and also the advent MMA mixed martial arts is pretty popular nowadays, so it's I lived in a day and age where I readily had access to Brazilian jiu-jitsu classes and shit like that. By the time I wasn't too old to participate, and it all culminated into like making me a fucking like, it's too easy. It's too easy, guys, nowadays to be an alpha or a sigma male. You just have to like avoid soy products and have a healthy fear of God. And if you're not religious, a fear of God basically means like you're not a fucking bitch, and you believe in freedom and you have righteous indignation. It's all synonymous. You probably don't even know that you're inadvertently worshiping my God. So fucking I'm not like a great person. I fucking have to drink myself in the extra version. And I'm here to remind you guys of what you already know, because you guys are good people that are too fucking busy taking care of kids and fucking working a 9 to 5 and shit, that you don't have all this time to be full of fucking piss and vinegar and righteous fucking indignation by going down the rabbit hole of motherfuck. You know what I mean? And so we're gonna do some fucking reactions to some politically heavy shit, because we all need to unanimously confederately get together and ensure our posterity doesn't become a fucking bitch like the global elite lizard people, chomo fucking scum, Epstein Island fucking attending aristocratic fucking bitch ass class who wants to limit the fucking populations according to the Georgia Guidestones. So since we're all gathered here to be fuck yeah, we can all agree that we're all fuck yeah, dude, and we're gonna fucking watch some shit. This is circa 2025, the year of our Lord. This is the United States of America, and the most libtard ass piece of shit desert armpit of Satan fucking infested fucking state called California, with a bunch of fuck boys and people who in other states, the way that they fucking abide by traffic laws to cut you off and be fucking douchebags, would get shot in other states and the cops would congratulate you, especially like Florida. Kudos to Florida and Texas, the last vestiges of a real American fucking country within the country of the United fucking States. And I thank you guys for fucking being here. I'm gonna tell you guys what you already fucking know, man. I just have nothing to fucking lose. So I'm gonna do you guys a favor by being like a vocal piece to fucking like bring hell and fire and fury down and fucking advocate for you guys, and everything's fuck yeah. The first video we're gonna look at, part of my channel's rudimentary as fuck. I'm not a zillennial. I'm not tech savvy, so we're gonna look at my tablet, and it's JD Delay, the most alpha male. JD Delay, you are so much more likable and so much more alpha than Wes Watson, the fucking douchebag of all douchebags. You guys, you want to be entertained and feel better about yourself as a man? Watch Johnny Bravo on Wes Watson. You will laugh your fucking ass off. It goes to show you, dude, that the enclaves of Satan and douchebags and fuckboys and fake alpha males galore in this fucking day and age, they go really, really fucking far. But by our Lord, the Jesus Christ, we're the ones who fucking prevail in the fucking end, dude. What, posthumously or fucking not? Without further ado, we're gonna watch JD Delay, the real alpha Aryan fucking male of the internet, who's an ex-con and he's a freedom-fighting, freedom-loving, badass son of a bitch. I'm not cool enough to hang out with him. I'm not cool enough to hang out with JD Delay or the Alaskan Avenger. The Alaskan Avenger, like and subscribe his channel. He went around fucking serving chomos their just due. So this dude named the Alaskan Avenger would literally go find pedophiles and go visit their house and fuck them up, usually with a fucking hammer. Which reminds me, guys, this episode today is brought to you by the Work Tough Gear Warhammer, okay? It's very hard to purchase this knife. Work Tough Gear needs to be more available. This is like one of the best fucking knives in the world. Me and Joe X like knives more than guns because you could chop food with a knife. You could start a campfire with a knife. You could fight the Predator from the movie Predator with honor and dignity, like the fucking Native American guy in that movie, the first one, with this fucking tool. And it's got a cool glass breaker exposed fucking pommel. It's got a kukri style handle. It'll stay in your hand. It's got this thing called a choil, so you can choke up on it, and you can fucking actually slice shit like fucking Karens or Tinder and shit. This is a badass motherfucker. Me and Joe X will show you how durable these fucking tools are. I will show you the application and how to fucking use them. Like, for example, hey, Work Tough Gear, this fucking string that you put here and shit, this bungee cord shit, right? That I gotta buy extra shit from Harbor Freight in case it fucking breaks. Why? Why didn't you give me a leather fucking strap on this, man? What the fuck? So, and because of this stupid fucking thing, I might buy what's called the SE Hungelis. And, Zirakura something on Paxtion said, hi. How you doing, bro? Sorry if I got your name wrong. So let's watch JD Delay, the Aryan alpha male of the internet that mogs and fucking makes Wes Watson look like a fucking bitch, and he's way more fucking likable, dude. Just like the Alaskan Avenger, and you guys come and embark on everything that is fuck yeah, dude. I hope you can hear. Tell me in the comments. You can't hear, fucking A. So this is JD Delay. He's gonna be talking about bitch ass motherfuckers who knew that Charlie Kirk was gonna get fucking killed. Look, you could be a libtard piece of fucking shit. You can hate Jesus Christ. You can believe in fucking juggling aborted fetus nunchuck umbilical fucking mace fucking nunchucks and shit on the unborn and all that shit. You could fucking rip fetuses out of your womb. You could be gay as fuck. But the fucking point of the matter is Charlie Kirk died just for the fucking free speech, the First Amendment, guys. So let's see what JD Delay.
Somebody please explain this to me. A book called The Shooting of Charlie Kirk was released the day before he was violently assassinated. This book right here, The Shooting of Charlie Kirk, was released on September 9th, and Charlie Kirk was dead September 10th. Here's a screenshot of the publication date. This book has now been taken down off of Amazon, but if it was released on September 9th, that means she wrote this well before any of this happened. As if there wasn't already enough conspiracies running around about this whole situation, this opens up a whole boatload of new questions. And even though there's several news sources that have verified the existence and the release date of this book, I've not been able to find anything out about this author other than she worked at an AI company. So I guess more will probably be revealed, but what do y'all think about all this? Let me know down in the comments.
Okay, guys.
Development begin?
So I'm what you call a libertarian. We're a very divided bunch, but it's pretty like people have to turn their head and admit that libertarians is the most American, most freedom fighting fucking concept known to fucking man. It transcends if you're American or not, dude. The libertarian flag with that badass snake coiled up, don't tread on me, you bitch. It goes for anybody out there who's nationalistic in their fucking country and fucking believes in fucking freedom, yo. It doesn't just mean you have to belong to the region of North and South Americas that fucking Christopher Columbus discovered, right? But on that note, the left, the libtards, the people assassinating Charlie Kirk, the fucking people that are stabbing white girls in a subway. Like, for people who hate the Second Amendment so much and want to take guns out of your hand, they sure love fucking gun-related violence for assassination and shit. And the whole point of this shit is we can play that fucking game, yo. Us conservatives and traditionalists and Republicans and Democrats, you know. If the left wants to get jiggy with it, we can play that fucking game, man. I just went from almost 10 viewers to 1 viewer. That goes to show you guys, this is live. It goes to show you guys how much people nowadays don't give a fuck about freedom. They don't give a fuck about denying themselves of their soy boy ass fucking ethos and becoming godly, badass Christian fucking men in the name of Saint Gideon and King David in the fucking Bible, dude. It goes to show you fucking A, dude. So let's watch this next video and I'm going to do my reaction from it. Remember where my credentials are. I actually live fucking free. While people LARP freedom, this doesn't go out to Joe X. Joe X is an actual badass fucking modern day action star. Talk about other people that say they believe in freedom. They LARP fucking tactical. They LARP fucking prepping, but they'll never get off their ass to water the tree of liberty with the blood of patriots and tyrants, like our forefathers Thomas Jefferson and Ben Franklin said to get the fuck off our ass and fucking do in times like this. And you ask me, Dr. Squatch, where in the fuck can we start this process of getting off our ass and watering a fucking liberty tree? Well, you can start with that fucking bitch ass ugly fucking mayor that said in Charlotte, Carolina, that the fucking ugly ass piece of shit that stabbed that chick named from Ukraine on like August 20 something 2025. Her name was Irina Zaruska or some fucking gorgeous chick that should have defected to Russia instead. She said she sympathized with her killer instead of the blonde chick, and that goes to show you where the fuck we are. I'm 8. Whoever's here, two viewers, God bless you. Everybody else is like, oh man, he doesn't speak Ebonics, man. That must not be fucking entertaining and shit. He doesn't know the struggle. So the whole thing was that the left who keeps trying to assassinate right-wing political figures. You guys hate the Second Amendment, but you're snipers trying to kill everybody, like Charlie Kirk and Donald Trump and innocent, very gorgeous white chicks on the bus, right? Well, us conservatives, we could play that fucking game, dude. We could fucking play that game all fucking day, son of a bitch. Fucking desert armpit of Satan fucking state. Gavin Newsom bitch ass fucking bullshit. Let's watch motherfucking Charlie Kirk spit some fucking truth.
To be at conception.
So then shouldn't our laws then protect the first possible moment of human development?
Why should they?
Well, because it's a human life.
No, you're just telling me what a human is. So you're not telling me like why they should deserve
Oh,
rights.
so why murder is bad? Like, do we need to do that?
You're gonna have to explain as to why like abortion is gonna be the unjustified unaliving.
Well, I personally, I think murder is wrong is pretty intuitive, right?
Yeah, it's intuitive, but you're gonna need to tell me why abortion fits within that unjust category.
Okay, because you're your own unique deoxyribonucleic acid at the time of conception.
DNA.
Yes, DNA. Thank you. If a being is going to get sentience in a couple of weeks, shouldn't you allow that being to continue to develop?
After it's born?
No. In utero.
In utero, no. I don't find it to be morally considerable before sentience.
Oh, got it. So you can eliminate anything even though it's growing towards sentience.
So you could be the sentience to be a fucking slut, and you don't have to, you can forego contraception to fuck Tyrone and Chad, but you're gonna negligently commit fucking murder and pollute your uterus with more goo that the fucking doctor has to rip the fuck out. You think he gets all that shit out of your fucking uterus, that by the time you're 38 years old, you're some ratchet ass fucking bar hopping ratchet fucking cougar bullshit, and you have to get a hysterectomy because that's God's way of telling you you're a slut because you got leftover fetus goo and jizz from all sorts of different guys stuck up your fucking snatch in the name of freedom. See, this is the problem with libertarians. We're divided. Most of us are atheists, some of us are Christian. Now, here's what I argue. You could be fucking Christian or not. You could believe in the flying spaghetti monster, whatever the shit you want to fucking talk. The Constitution says fuckers who are born in this fucking country, you're gonna, oh, you see born, it's unborn, you fucking bitches. It has a right to life, liberty, and a pursuit of happiness, right? But the atheist piece of shit libertarians that are gonna fucking make God curse us, we're gonna stuck with fascist regimes like Republicans and Democrats. You guys believe it's a parasitical fucking parasite, and the mother, the whore ass fucking mom, has a right to life and liberty by fucking shitting out her fucking aborted fetus fucking goo. Why not just fucking flail umbilical fucking fetus nunchucks, you fucks? So if we could change the definitions of who the fuck is eligible for the rights to life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness, well by that Luciferian fucking logic, because they're always twisting shit, making their own truth out of lies. By that logic, who's to say we can fuck over the Second Amendment? We could say it doesn't really mean what it says, shall be infringed, free speech doesn't mean what it says. If you guys keep changing fucking shit, then fucking you could change it all. You get what I'm fucking meaning, you fucks? So somebody wrote, rest and relax. They're born from India. Good for you, boss. I hope you guys adopt libertarian values, libertarian Christian values too. Okay, so
just, when a baby is born, your mental faculties of a baby are not completely sentient. Like, for example, when a baby is 5 days old, they're only awake like 2 hours a day. They can't speak. They cannot really reason. In fact, a brain is not fully developed until a boy is 30 years old. So what I'm saying is that the growth of the human being continues all throughout this process. The abortionist argument is that we are going to interfere with that development because of some convenient, it's too hard to raise the human being. We as pro-lifers believe that in the essence of a human being is your value and your worth. And you do not become more human because your IQ is higher or less human or if you have Down syndrome. The spectrum does not work that way. You're equally human all the way through.
Kill them all. That's all.
Kill them all and let God sort them out. Let me tell you guys, if you keep fucking shitting out your kids and just fucking aborting them, you're gonna end up like me. I got like a senile, retarded father who's still alive, who loves his step family that uses him and never pays for shit, and he's just a fucking tool, right? You're gonna end up with that as your only family, and you're gonna have no fucking kids like me. If I died out here, if I had a heart attack at work, nobody is gonna claim my body. No one's gonna fucking bury me. I have nobody to confide in. I have no friends or family. I don't fucking care. I stand on my own. But just to let you know, if you keep fucking shitting out your kids and you love flinging umbilical nunchucks and fucking fuck that baby, piece of shit, parasite. If you have that liberal fucking concept, you're gonna end up a fucking lonely weirdo like me and Macho Man Randy Savage. I'm about to go get some fucking tea. Where the fuck did I put this tea? And give me a second. We're gonna watch some other fucking videos. Fucking A, dude. Fucking A, dude. Give me a fucking goddamn second. I'm trying to find my fucking tea. You know? So subscribe to JD Delay. Fucking check out Charlie Kirk. And most importantly, subscribe to Joe X. He's a lot more better looking than me.
So then shouldn't our laws then
How the
protect
fuck?
the first possible moment of human development?
Yeah. So, dude, why the fuck is the sun on my face? This place sucks, dude. This is California. It's the armpit of Satan. People are like, oh, so you're like a surfer boy, man. Like, oh, dude, California, dude. No, dude, I live in the fucking desert ghetto, dude. It sucks. But one thing, my credentials are I live fucking free, guys. Like, I haven't paid taxes in 4 or 5 years. I don't know how that's going to go. I live out in the fucking wild because I don't want to be a slave to an inevitable alimony fat bitch and a fucking mortgage and all this fucking debt. I've bought a bunch of guns and knives and fucking crazy hats and shit like that just because I fucking can, dude. I'm the epitome of freedom. So I'm here to tell you guys what you already know, but you're too busy. You're too busy with the system. The system's got you guys fucking cucked. Like, if you're light skinned like me, you're mandatory. Like, you got to be like Dobie Gillis to be like so fucking colored people don't think you're racist. You have to be like, gee golly, Mr. Willikers, that's swell. You got to be like Dobie Gillis motherfucker to get left alone by cops and fucking and the indigenous savages in this fucking godforsaken fucking state, man. Give me a fucking drink. See what Charlie Kirk has to fucking say, yo.
Why should they?
Well, because it's a human life.
No, you're just telling me what the human is, so you're not telling me like why they should deserve rights.
So why murder is bad? Like, do we need to do that?
You're gonna have to explain as to why like abortion is gonna be the unjustified unaliving.
Well, I personally think murder is wrong is pretty intuitive, right?
Yeah, it's intuitive, but you're gonna need to tell me why abortion fits within that unjust category.
Okay, because you're your own unique deoxyribonucleic acid at the time of conception.
DNA?
Yes, DNA. Thank you. If a being is going to get sentience in a couple of weeks, shouldn't you allow that being to continue to develop?
After it's born?
No. In utero.
In utero, no. I don't find it to be morally considerable before sentience.
Oh, got it. So you can eliminate anything even though it's growing towards sentience. Just, when a baby is born, your mental faculties of a baby are not completely sentient. Like, for example, when a baby is 5 days old, they're only awake like 2 hours a day. They can't speak. They cannot really reason. In fact, a brain is not fully developed until a boy is 30 years old. So what I'm saying is that the growth of the human being continues all throughout this process. The abortionist argument is that we are going to interfere with that development because of some convenient, it's too hard to raise the human being. We as pro-lifers believe that in the essence of a human being is your value and your worth. And you do not become more human because your IQ is higher or less human or if you have Down syndrome. The spectrum does not work that way. You're equally human all the way through.
Kill them all. That's how I feel. Kill them all.
Kill them all and let God sort them out. So these fucking Zoomers, not all of them are bad, but remember these nonchalant fucking kids, they're your future surgeons, they're your future fucking prosecutors and lawyers and fucking cops, and they fucking love doing a half-assed liable fucking job at your fucking peril. So let's see what this fake AI Joe Rogan shit has to fucking say.
Anybody wants to do that to children, there's no reason for them to exist. I hope Trump pardons him. I mean, that's what I really hope.
He's in jail right now?
Yeah, he got sentenced. He got sentenced to 5 years. The guy was in a murderous rage for a good reason.
What's going on here is, okay, Cain Velasquez, some dude that was a UFC fighter champion, right? Somebody touched his kid. They molested his kid. He tried to kill them. And now he's got to go to prison. Think about the world that you guys live in, man. You're not allowed to stand up for your fucking kids. You have to depend on the fucking system for justice. And the guy who touched this fucking kid, he got parole. He got to go home with his fucking faggot ass dad with an ankle monitor. But Cain Velasquez, the hero here, with no collateral damage that could have ensued, which should have been his only charge. It shouldn't even been charged, a crime of fucking passion. Anybody would understand, but you have to stick him for something just to look like you're doing your fucking job for libtards. Get him for the liability of like collateral damages and pay for city fucking repairs for the shit he shot trying to shoot a fucking creep. But why the fuck nowadays, guys? Here's the fucking thing: you're not allowed to be a goddamn fucking man, dude. If someone fucks with your kids, if someone puts their hand on your wife's ass, if someone fucks your kids, if someone kills your mom, you know what's gonna happen, dude? You gotta call the cops, and they gotta go through the due process of writing a report so that a bunch of correctional officers could protect the assailant in court, so you can't jump over the stands and stab his ass. Then he's gonna get protective custody when he finally gets incarcerated. Instead of general population, he's gonna get protective custody. He's gonna get 3 square meals a day on your tax dollars. He's gonna get free health care a day on your tax dollars. He's gonna get conjugal visits with a woman and get the fuck fresh pussy on your tax dollars. And if he does die, it's gonna be by peaceful lethal injection in like 3 decades. And you're just not allowed to be a fucking man anymore. You're not.
And if he killed that guy, the world would be better off.
What happened to him? Do you know that?
Yes. So Cain's son was going to daycare, and there was a man who Cain found out about it, chased the man in his car, and shot at him. Cain gets arrested. Cain stayed in jail. The guy gets arrested, and he got out on bail. But this guy, his son, multiple times. And he did what every father would have done. If you're not a father, you do not understand the murderous rage you would have if some man, your baby. If there's ever a person who could...
So I'm always saying, guys, you as a real man, someone trying to be a fucking real man, that means you subscribe to Joe X. Fucking, you're like a musket, a one shot, boom, and you know, it only shoots one bullet at a time. Or like the mighty bumblebee, who when it stings you with its only stinger, it dies afterward. Because the moment in which you have to rise to the occasion to be a fucking man, well, you're going to prison, you know, and you're going to get your car towed, you're going to lose your job, the bills are going to rack up, your chick's going to have to fuck another dick to make ends meet, and that's just the way it's engineered. So because you stood up and you don't want people to fuck with your kids or your woman or your mom, know that what happened to Cain Velasquez is going to happen to you too. Why the fuck do we have weapons? Why do we have muscles? Why do we have guns when we're all supposed to be fucking cucks nowadays? And I'm talking to you guys, MAGA, Republican, nationalist, patriots. When one of your own, like the January 6th guy in America, like Kyle Rittenhouse, like Alex Jones, when they get canceled, when they get persecuted, rise the fuck up. The white girl who got killed in the subway at North Charlotte, Carolina in 2025, August 20 something, by that fucking ugly piece of shit. She was a Ukrainian refugee. Her name was like some beautiful Irina Zastruska or something. Fucking gorgeous, right? Fuck was I talking about? What the fuck was I talking about? When that shit happens, yeah, you're not allowed to rise up. Okay, when she gets fucked up, she doesn't get some kind of George Floyd placard. There's no white people who start rioting. The fucking ugly ass colored mayor of that city, She wants to pardon the killer over mental illness. The left is sympathizing with the piece of shit that fucking stabbed that little girl. Utterly sad, utterly fucking tragic, utterly unacceptable to dire straits. None of us Republicans start like fucking rioting, like the ICE protests in California. None of us start rioting like what happened over Rodney King. None of us start fucking saying fucking white lives matter and shit like what happened with George Floyd or Trayvon Martin. These fucking pieces of shit. The fucking us right wingers were very ununited, and we need to use the Second Amendment like Thomas Jefferson fucking said, dude. He said that you need to eventually in history, continuously in history, inevitably, motherfuckers need to go water the Liberty Tree with a little bit of a fucking blood of patriots, and fucking tyrants. And you asked me, but Pastor Squatch, what can we do? What can we do to honor what our forefathers, Thomas Jefferson, said? Well, you could take a day off of work. You could go in your closet. You could get your Remington. You get your Mossberg like this baby. You can get a tactical fly swatter. You take some vacation time and you can march to North Charlotte, Carolina, and you can fucking publicly hang the fucking stupid bitch ass ugly libtard fucking judge who's trying to pardon that piece of shit that killed that precious little white girl that I would have paid all her fucking bills. She wouldn't have had to ride the subway or nothing. I gotta fix my studio. Thank you for your patronage. Please hold a fucking second. God bless America. God bless your Christian fucking land. Fucking A, dude. We're here to venerate. We're here to venerate Saint Joe X. Remember, guys, subscribe to Joe X. And fucking, we're here to raise our fucking testosterone and renounce and repent for our soy fucking ethos. So without further ado, we're gonna watch some more shit. We're gonna be politically incorrect as fucking possible. And I have to be a douchebag and ask you guys to like and subscribe because I don't care about monetization. When Kamala Harris and George Newsom is the president and they start doxing fuckers who are freedom fighters and took advantage of liberty and the freedom of speech on fucking internets, and they start labeling us as fucking anti-Zionists and fucking domestic terrorists, right? I don't care. I take that shit up. I don't have no kids. I got nothing to fucking lose. I'm one of the people on the internet that will say bluntly, I don't care about monetization. I just care about free speech. And I'm the only one here not being politically correct and say it has the balls to say, fucking kill them all and let God sort them out. And if you change the channel, if you don't agree, you're a fucking cuck. Subscribe to Joe X. I'm the prophet. I'm the John the Baptist of Joe X. He will show you the way. Fucking A. So, fake AI Joe Rogan has to say.
Justifiably say I was temporarily insane is a father that's chasing after someone, especially a man.
Piece of shit.
Your boy. Wow.
Mr. Stein.
Well, Mr. Stein, that's my government name. My street name is Charlie Kirk, the world's greatest college debater. And I know you are a seasoned debater, but I am the best. And I must say, Charlie, you are talking about immigration. You're talking about deportations, mass deportations. But I must say that my housekeeper, Juanita, has raised me since I was a little boy. And she's as legal as hell. She's illegal and legal. So I want to say that Charlie...
Okay, so we're going to talk about the immigration or illegal immigration in California or America, right? So here's my fucking truthful, anecdotal, factual fucking opinion, okay? So libertarians are really divided, okay? I'm of the cloth that I'm like, hey, you know, nobody wants to deport Esmeralda, the pretty cleaning lady of Motel 6, cleaning up everybody's sexual aftermath, or the dude like, hey, Juan Pablo in the back of Alberto's, or maybe it's Taco Bell or Kroger where you fucking live. And like, they're just trying to make a living. They got family members here that are legal or whatever the fuck, dude, right? They're just illegal. They end up here. They're not documented. They don't commit any crimes. Personally, I don't care about deporting those sons of bitches. All we're trying to say is if we expect you to be MS-13 or some kind of fucking existential threat, fucking terrorist motherfucker, and you're not even a legal goddamn fucking citizen, well, you don't have due process. You don't have a Fourth Amendment, motherfucker. We could just check your stupid fucking shit. Nobody's watching right now because they're all fucking bitches, dude. Fuck. Nobody. So, and also the deportations, they're kind of a diversion. They're trying to like, all the ignorant hillbillies are like, yeah, if we get rid of all the dishwashers, there'll be more jobs for our kids, man. Get rid of Juan Pablo and Esmeralda, you know. It's a diversion because it makes it look like Trump's regime is doing something, but in actuality, it's to try to divert you, to make you forget that the government right now, circa the year of our Lord 2025, they're not giving us the Epstein list. They're not going to stop wiping Israel's ass and wasting all our fucking money in the Middle East, and they're not going to get out of Ukraine so we could save fucking money and not fight Russia, a more Christian country than us, that Irina Zatstruska should have defected to instead. They're not going to re-implement our Social Security. They're not going to use all the tariffs to eliminate our unconstitutional income tax fucking bullshit. You get what I mean? It's all a fucking diversion. So without further ado, I hope that resonated. Somebody like checked in and unliked. All right, the people who like check in and leave, it's because like they want to watch some chick in a thong or some shit like that. You're what's the problem with the world. And see, this is how people like me and Joe X and Paul Revere and George Washington and Jesus Christ, that's why we have such a hard time to rally up the troops and to confederately get together to change our atmosphere, our country. Nobody gives a fuck. They're busy jacking off. They're busy absorbing fucking fiction. It's your fault when you lose all your fucking freedoms, you fucks.
Why would you want to kick out my housekeeper? Because we need to protect all big booty Latinas. If you're a 9, you are fine. You get to stay. If you're an 8, we can have an immigration debate. If you're a 6, you can kick bricks. But Charlie, let's protect my housekeeper. Why does Juanita have to go, Charlie?
But you said she's legal, right?
She's illegal, yes.
Oh, illegal. Okay.
Illegal. Oh, yeah, she's very illegal. No papers.
I'm sorry, they all gotta go.
No, but Charlie, I can't afford to pay a legal one. It's like 50 cents an hour for her.
No, it's gonna break your bank.
Charlie, please, just let the lady stay. She's not...
No amnesty, no deportations, no exceptions. They're all going home.
Okay, well, I still won this debate. I love Charlie. We love it. We love you, Charlie. Keep up the good work.
That was funny.
Or 7 or 8 in terms of holiness, but 9 or
Women.
10 in terms of their looks. Well, these are women who are unicorns.
Father Moses.
Why do I say that? Because they are far away in Romania, in Bulgaria, some desolate place in Russia. They have not been touched by Western feminism. They have not been touched by Western culture. They don't even know what Instagram is, okay? In order to reach them or find them, and this box, even though it looks big, is incredibly small, you're gonna require a passport, a translator, and a lot of luck, all right? You're most likely not going to find her, and if you do, she doesn't speak English. So good luck on that. That's your unicorn. It's probably not gonna happen.
There's a viral video going around of a woman getting jumped by 5 other women until her husband jumps in and airs all 5 of these broads all the way out. There are a lot of women in the comment section that are trying to shame this dude for protecting his wife. I've always been really vocal about how I feel about men that put their hands on women. But this is different. I just want to make it really clear right now that as a husband, if you touch my wife, I don't care what you're packing in your pants. I don't care how old you are. I don't care what color you are. I'm going to tuck you in for a sidewalk nap at the very minimum. My wife is not to be harmed by anyone, not me or anybody else. The husband, I have one job, and that is to protect that woman, and I will die doing so. To be quite honest with you, I don't care if she's in the wrong or she's in the right. You are not going to put a single filthy fucking hand on her. You're going to be dealing with me if you try to raise it to a physical level. He's the wrong one, dog. I would literally fold 5 kids for trying to jump my wife. What that husband did was exactly what a husband is supposed to do. You have an issue with waking up with a concussion and a broken nose, keep your hands and your feetsies to yourself.
I knew that Christianity was the truth because that's the only religion that the occult's afraid of.
Okay, you gotta say it again, man.
That's the only religion that the occult, these Luciferians, is afraid. That's the only religion they're afraid of, because that's the only one that has power. It's the only one that has power. Buddha, the devil, he's not afraid of Buddha. The devil's not afraid of Muhammad. He's not afraid of Krishna. You know, and no disrespect to people, but they're not. It's a false religion, bro. So why would the devil be afraid of something that he created?
Oh my gosh.
You know what I'm saying? The gospel is the only thing that the devil couldn't create. It's the only thing. And so that's why, look at it. We just saw recently with Hollywood, they had cast, it was like a lesbian black woman to play Jesus Christ.
Yes.
They don't do that with Islam. They don't do that with...
Never.
Never. Why? Because there's no weight in those religions. There's no weight in the spirit. Like, none. Like, we see time and time again that Christianity is the only thing that's mocked.
Give me a second, guys. I gotta put some fucking bug repellent on because I live in Satan's armpit, which is the desert ghetto of fucking Southern California, for fuck's sakes. Yeah, so motherfuck, man. Back in the 1980s, these 2 fucking idiots fucked. And then they're like, hey, let's drop our kid off in the middle of the San Bernardino National fucking ghetto forest and then take off because we need to fuck, suck, and snort and slurp other shit. And it's how I fucking ended up in California. I'm the poster child of everything the libtards bitch about. It actually pertains to me, but I'm going to do the right thing and try to be on Jesus' side so that when I go to hell, I could be a tormentor instead of tormentee. Thank you, God.
Find out who's responsible for 2 acts of video piracy. Last night, someone broke
This is not political at all, so.
Channel 9.
People say a man is made out of mud. A poor man's made out of muscle and blood. Muscle and blood and skin and bones. A mind that's weak and a back that's strong. You load the 16 ton. What do you get? Another day older and deeper in debt. St. Peter, don't you call me, cause I can't go. I owe my soul to the company store.
George Soros owns our ass.
It wasn't enough that they killed.
He is risen.
He is risen indeed, Bill.
Why do we say that in the present tense?
Because it is a constant truth in our life.
He is risen. I always noticed that was interesting to me.
That's a really important question, actually.
It is. Tell me.
Well, because the fact that he is risen transcends time. It's not just in the present sense. It's that of all time, that promise is accessible to all of us.
It's almost like a challenge. Like, I'm so smart that I can make this thing, which is so...
The term Christ is risen is basically a vengeful war cry against the incorporeal forces of hell that have sabotaged you out of the things that you blame God for, guys. By the way.
Stupid. It seemed like a real...
No, it's fine.
No, but you get where I'm coming from. Like,
but you have to acknowledge, even the greatest minds of history have been mesmerized by the scriptures. Isaac Newton, Thomas Aquinas.
Well,
Isaac Newton wrote more about biblical prophecy than even physics. And so there's something about the scriptures that are intellectual, that does push your limits. And that's what I think is so beautiful about our faith, is it can be accessible to everyone, but also infinitely nourishing and exploration.
I don't know who would aspire to be like Bill Maher. There's a story that he was at like a Playboy Mansion party, like the only dude not getting laid, being passionate about fucking atheism with your neck beard, fedora fucking wearing ass. You're going to make pussy more drier than the Sahara Desert. I'm just letting you know, trying to help.
It wasn't enough that they killed Charlie Kirk. It wasn't enough that they killed the man sitting at the microphone trying to have a conversation and find middle ground with people. Now they are calling for the slaughter of his wife and for his kids to be taken away and put in foster care. This didn't happen because they...
Yeah, so, like, all these leftists in our country, they hate the Second Amendment, they hate your right to own guns, but they keep trying to assassinate people with fucking guns. Now, you see, I'm an honest person, man. See this here? I'm not trying to snipe anybody, right? This is Old Glory. This is a Mossberg 500, right? Maverick 88. Moss same shit, right? I'm not trying to get you from afar. I'm not trying to be shady. I'm not trying to be a collapsible, whatever. This is an affront that if you get near me or anybody I fucking love, I can't miss. You know what I mean? So fucking A. So let's see. Yeah, motherfuck. Second Amendment all the way, guys. Fucking keep on rocking the free world and subscribe to Joe X.
Bad parents or bad people. This didn't happen because they hurt anybody. This is happening because they didn't like their words and they didn't like their ideas. This is happening because they practiced that.
If you live in a region that doesn't like guns and wants you to be a cook and shit sucks, may I propose the Cold Steel Warhawk. This is a tomahawk that I wrapped. Every piece of metal on this bitch, I put Loctite on there. I unscrewed it. I put Loctite on there. I wrapped it with 550 paracord. And then I wrapped it with fucking electrical tape and Gorilla Glue. So now it's unbreakable because these things will break. And so if you can't own a firearm, let me tell you what you can do. You get about 10 steps away. Let's see how many steps and shit, right? So here's the fucking target. We're gonna fuck this shit up. And then we're gonna go, let's see, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and about 7, right? So we're gonna throw this motherfucker. I throw it spike first. You can do it this way. It's up to you, right? So what we're gonna do, okay, so check this out. With tomahawks, you don't want to throw it. It's not a baseball. You don't throw it like a baseball. It has to be like totally vertical, like 12 o'clock to 6 o'clock. 12 o'clock to 6 o'clock. So now that we're 7 paces away, right? You basically step forward. You raise this tomahawk in the air to the point that this motherfucker basically touches your upper back, right? And then you're gonna fling it, and then you're gonna do so. You're gonna fling it like you're going through the tree, and you gotta let it slide out your hands. You gotta let it slide out to your hands, slide out of your hands, in so much that all this knurling or any kind of fucking jagged shit, it will kind of cut your hand. You gotta let it fly out of your hand. So remember, the hawk side, the axe side, it's gonna touch my upper back this way. We're gonna go full 12 to 6. We're gonna step forward as we do it, and we're gonna bend at the hips. Let's see if we get it, okay? So let's see. Got it. See what I mean? So if you can't, for kinetic weapons, this is a very versatile, right? A crossbow would do much better, of course, right? But a crossbow can't chop wood, right? Crossbow can't chop wood, right? A crossbow can't fucking dome a wild boar that's trying to gore you, right? So that's why you need to subscribe. Another reason why you need to subscribe to me and Joe X's channel, because we'll show you everything you need to know about melee weapons, and God bless America, you know, fucking A. So, yeah, I have to be a douchebag and ask you to subscribe to my channel so I can keep going live, because I'm the only person in the world that has the balls to say, kill them all and let God sort them out. It's easy math. E equals MC squared. 1 + 1 = 3. Fucking pi equals 3.14. We'll all live happily ever after, guys. And we get to exercise what the fuck that we play with. Warfare. Fucking A. Oh, you weren't a veteran. Dude, I didn't ask to grow up to be Casey Jones from the Ninja Turtles and Rex Kwon Do from Napoleon Dynamite. I'm just that fucking cool and outdated. I'm sorry, dude. And I'm an ogre. Like, fuck, dude. How much more are you asking to get your ass whooped?
First Amendment constitutional right to free speech in this country. There are millions of people in this country right now that honestly believe that if you disagree with them, that you deserve to die, that your family deserves to die. And yet they are so radicalized that they have somehow convinced themselves that they are the good guys. I'm not a part of either political party, but this isn't about left or right anymore. This is about good versus
yeah.
Bad. And the irony.
In the USA, you should have the right to believe and do and suck and fuck and snort and be a fucking cuck to whatever the fuck you want, as long as it doesn't physically fuck with anybody else's livelihood or freedom. Fucking A.
Of being called fascists and Nazis while people are being killed and threatened with death just for having differing political opinions in this country is insane. I'm urging you guys to be cautious with what you put online. I myself have made myself a target. I receive death threats. My wife is now receiving death threats. But I promise you, they're
JD, I'll fucking like live in a tent on your fucking on your backyard, and I got guns and I can help. I just want to get out of California, dude. Like, I'll try to my best as possible not have any bathroom privileges and stay away from your chick, you know what I mean? Like, not that she would ever want me, just I won't accidentally watch her sunbathing or some shit. You know, fucking, I like fat girls anyways, fat Latinas, so I wouldn't bug, you know, I wouldn't even be a creep at all.
To be consequences for making these types of statements and threats online. This is not what our country is about, and this is not fucking acceptable.
Yep.
You want to hear something really fascinating?
Sure. Eucharistic miracle of Buenos Aires, August 18th, 1996, in this one church in Buenos Aires, Argentina. Someone found the consecrated host or communion, like the bread part, the way to dispose of that, because it's been blessed, you know. Took it and he placed it in a cup of water, basically, and put it back in the tabernacle. But then on August 26th, 30 days later, he opened it up, and what he saw was the consecrated host, the bread, looked like it had blood on it, and it had not dissolved at all. And he's like, what in the world? So he brought in Jorge, who was Pope Francis. He showed him on September 6th. Pope Francis was basically like, take pictures of it, document it. It was actually looking like it was growing and like turning into flesh. So they sent it to this Dr. Frederick in New York. He examined the sample and concluded that it was human heart muscle tissue, indicating that it was alive at the time of the sample was taken and had been subjected to severe stress, as if a person had been beaten in the chest area.
Why would you choose to worship a creator God who forbade man to actually eat from the tree of knowledge, one which you have obviously eaten from because you are a rather knowledgeable man? Why would you choose to worship this sort of deity who would have kept you dumb?
That's a very good question. I'll tell you why it's a good question. I noticed it was asked originally by a snake. That is not implying any offense at all.
None taken.
Because the answer to your question, though, is this. Do I worship a God who wants to keep me down? Tell you the kind of God I worship. I worship the kind of God who made me in his image and coded himself into humanity, came into our world to provide a basis through his death and resurrection that I could become something that I was not by creation, and that is a son of God. The notion that God is trying to keep us down is actually the original lie.
You have to hear this.
Governments did not own slaves. Slave owners did. In fact, the U.S. government fought a war to end slavery. How much should the descendants of the 400,000 Union soldiers who lost their lives fighting to free the slaves pay to the descendants of the slaves they freed? In America, in the main, it was the Democrats who owned slaves, and the Democrats who in the main passed and enforced Jim Crow laws. It was also the Democrats who founded the Ku Klux Klan. Should the current Democratic Party be held responsible for this? Should the child born from a be branded a because of his father's criminality? Should the child of a mass murderer be sent to prison because of his father's crime? No. It's bizarre to suggest that human beings should inherit the outrage of the deeds of their parents.
Why did God allow Hitler to kill 6 million Jews in Germany? Why does God let normal, healthy, innocent children die of natural disasters and severe diseases and war?
Everyone was shocked when this miserable grandpa blamed God for the death of children in June. What he did next after Cliff tried to answer him left a crack.
I'm about to say some very, very controversial shit. Okay, I'm gonna sit down for it. I haven't slept all fucking night. I knew a Ashkenazi Romanian Orthodox Christian. And being an American Protestant, I was like, oh man, you're part Jewish? Oh, you must be God's chosen people. He was like, F the Jew, you know what I mean? He's a proud Orthodox Christian, and he red-pilled me that something about the placard above Dachau or Auschwitz, the concentration camps. Supposedly it used to say, here lies where 6 million blah, blah, blah died, yada, yada. Well, they did the math, and during the duration of World War II, in concordance to the size and scope of all the concentration camps, that it would have been mathematically impossible to incinerate that many people. So the signs started coming from 600 to like 6 million to 4 million to then it's like a million. Like a lot of people died here and stuff, right? There's so many conspiracies. One thing that comes to my mind is a channel called Zoomer Historian. That, hey, how you doing, boss? God bless. That you'll see like a bunch of conspiracy theory videos that make very, very good points. That 9/11, the Twin Towers falling on September 11th. I think a bug went up my nose. 2001 was an inside job of America to rally everyone out of isolationism. I hate picking my nose. I usually talk shit on people who do it, but I feel like a bug went up my nose in this deadly ass desert. It's going to be 100 degrees. You get the point. There's a bunch of conspiracy theories behind fucking A, you know. So fucking A, I'm goddamn tired, man. Holy shit. So watch some more YouTube videos. Yeah. Let's see. Today we're going political as fuck. I gotta ask you guys to like and subscribe. No one's gonna no federal agents. No federal agents are gonna go after you guys for liking and subscribing. I have to ask you for subscribe so I could keep going live and I could tell the world off in most politically incorrect ways. Because I don't care about the monetization. I don't care about the money. I take pride and joy in just fucking mogging on shit that needs to get its ass kicked.
Is disinterested in human affairs. And if he is disinterested in human affairs, why would anybody worship him?
When God became a human being, what happened to him? Okay, now he's a classic example of what I'm talking about. He asked a very hard, very serious question, and before he even allowed me to answer, he walked away. Is that being open-minded? No, he didn't ask a question. He made a point. But he disguised it in the form of a question. That is intellectual dishonesty.
And I'd like to hear the answer to that question. Why should we worship him if he either doesn't care if we die or he's not all-powerful?
I appreciate your honesty. When we say that God is all-powerful, we do not mean that everything that happens is God's will. Why? The all-powerful God chose to limit his power by creating us with a free will. So if I walk up to her, smack her beautiful face, and then turn to you and say, God made me do it, I'm a liar, I'm a con artist. God gave me a hand for a purpose, to respect her and to love her. But because I have a free will, if I choose to abuse this hand, roll it into a fist and send it crashing into her beautiful face, and then have the audacity to say, God made me do it, I'm a liar and I'm a con artist.
You want to hear something really fast?
On this religious subject that I know I'm going to lose fucking views for, I hated God my whole life because evangelical Protestantism and fucking Bible Belt, fucking Pentecostal weirdness was fucking weird. But then my Romanian friend from Orthodoxy kind of red pilled me. Dude, like, Jesus, the Orthodox Jesus didn't lie, dude. Like, all these other gods of history, whether you want to be an atheist or independent, right? The universe made itself. That's a miracle too. Fucking genius, right? So anyways, like, this God of Orthodoxy didn't lie, dude. All these other gods throughout the fucking centuries are some Cyclops monsters that fucking, like, just consume all these sirens, hot bitches, and fucking like fucking send thunderbolts on humanity. Well, Jesus is like told us straight, life sucks. And fucking if you live for this life, you're gonna be disappointed. There's an Orthodox saying death to the world, because what the fuck can the world offer that doesn't rot, rust, get stolen, cause jealousy, or change its fucking mind? And if you cling to this life, you're gonna be I'm not saying we all as Americans, we cling to this life. We have a lot of stake in it. I understand. Probably God understands. Nonetheless, we have a God that didn't fucking lie and basically said that if you're not a douchebag, if you're not going to sell your soul to Satan, if you're not going to suck dicks for money, if you're not going to placate and be a kiss ass and go with other popular fucking shit that's going on, you're going to stand your ground and be your own and stand for what's right, the world's going to hate you, and you put a fucking bullseye on your ass for demons that are and jealous fucks that want to see you fucking get ruined. You're going to get that negative shade or that negative attention from corporeal and incorporeal forces. So, like, Jesus doesn't fucking lie. If you're like me, you're a truth seeker, fucking A, you know? To God be the glory. Christ is risen.
Sure. There's this one picture, it's like the Greek Orthodox, one of their monasteries, but it produces olive oil. And so, like, every day they literally tip it over and it drains olive oil. And it's been doing that for, like, years. And they call it the miracle of Mount Atmos or something like that. It's this picture of Christ and Mary, and it's like, that's wild. I don't even, like, if that's a hoax, that's so much work. Like, someone's gonna sneak in there every day and pour a bunch of olive oil in it.
Yeah, it's things like that. And then you see those pictures of the saints and of Jesus that, like, bees will create, like, hornets' nests, but they won't cover the face.
Yeah.
Why?
Dude, it's wild.
It's crazy to me.
But the olive oil thing I thought was dope because from, I think it was 2 Kings, one of the miracles that Elisha did with that woman who was a widow. Yeah. It's like, grab every vessel you can and just keep filling it up with olive oil. And it said she filled up all the containers, and after the last one was filled, the olive oil stopped. I'm like, yeah, that's wild. So, like, items can produce something. I'm like, God can use an item, you know? I don't know. It's wild.
But our minds just don't think that. And I think that's where, like, where faith can really just change everything.
Oh, wow. So that was it, huh? That was all the political rants and views and fuck yeah shit that I had to do with today. And fuck yeah. The main reason I wanted to make this video, okay, I don't know if you're American, fucking A, dude. The left, the liberals, they hate our Second Amendment. They don't want us to own guns, but they keep killing people with fucking guns or knives. So I was just here to say that if libtards want to play that fucking game, we could play that fucking game too. Did I? Yeah, there we go. We could play that game too all day, day. Hello, everybody. This is the Mossberg Maverick 88. Fucking, boom. So anyways, fucking A, it's a Mossberg Maverick 88. You have to subscribe to my channel, not just so I can keep going live and talking shit to the world, because I don't give a fuck about monetization, but I'm here to educate you guys that if you're a real man, not only you're going to subscribe to Joe X, but if you're just getting into rudimentary tactical and survival and prepping, right? Well, you've been fucking like all up, like working overtime, and you've been trying to pay alimony bills, and you've been just like watching football, and you ain't got time to go down the rabbit hole of fucking tactical shit, right? I'm here to save you a bunch of fucking time, dude. Fucking, if you subscribe, because God told you to, in my playlists, right? You sift through the playlists. If you want more political shit like this, I gotta organize it a little bit more and just look at recent videos because that's what the current topics are before I need to organize that shit. But generally, Random and Rants is a playlist that has all this kind of material. But as for learning how to get tactical and up to speed, look at any playlist that says tactical and survival and tactical, survival, martial arts, bushcraft, for example. My bags when society takes a shit. The end of the world as we know it, it's called like Tijuana Kaku, or shit hits a fan, SHTIF, whatever the fuck. That shit happens. You want to go back to fucking go, right? You want to put your little Glock in there or some shit. You want to Sawyer Mini. That Sawyer Mini purifies water, right? In case you're out in the wilderness like me. You want a ferrocerium rod. Not only do you want a ferrocerium rod, but people like me is gonna tell you what kind of knife you're gonna use to split the wood that can strike a ferrocerium rod and make a fire in the nighttime, in the cold, in the dark. Oh yeah. So like me and Joe X and Jacob B. Peterson from fucking Prepper's Bunker, Three River Blades, Survive Pistol Pete, they're all badass motherfuckers, and they gonna help you decipher what kind of tools you want to buy. This is hard to get a hold of. This is the Work Tough Get a Wall Hammer. It can strike a ferro rod. It's got this here what you call a toil, so you can use it as if it was a little pocket knife. It's got a clip point and stabbing. It's stabbing pretty good. It's got a glass breaker exposed pommel that can crush coconuts and skulls and walnuts. This is a badass tool. And then, I'm the kind of bitch, if I was popular enough, if y'all would like and subscribe, I could tell Work Tough Gear, what the fuck? Why'd you put this string on here instead of a leather strap? Is this gonna last forever? Probably not. So I gotta spend more of my money to go get a leather seat for this bitch. But I could have just bought an Essa Hungles. An Essa Hungles that doesn't have a toil. It can't strike ferro rod. If y'all make me popular enough, I could tell Essie about that, but she ain't going to. And you could buy it because Essa Hungles, which I don't have with me, is very deployable. Very deployable. In which this thing right here, this Work Tough Gear wall hammer, is pretty deployable, baby. But you gotta have this kind of apparatus looking like a horny homunculus. All the shit. You gotta be like this, yo. So you go like this, like boom, like this, man. That's why you wanna like and subscribe to my channel. I teach martial arts all day. My palm is facing this way, but the blade is facing that way, and I've already calibrated the length of this lanyard commensurate to my 6 foot tall monkey paw possessing hand. And then all I gotta do is go like this, and the palm is facing the opposite direction of the blade. Then I take this little string here that should have been a fucking leather thing with a snap. I'll take that off. I'll put my hand like this. I'll probably put my thumb like this, but you don't really need to. And then you go like this, and you got this bird in your hand ready to fucking go. Fucking A. And then I'll be telling you why you need to buy this knife. You see that the bevel goes really high. It's called what you call a high saber grind. This was my second favorite knife. It's even more durable. E.J. Snyder from the show Naked and Afraid made this hair knife, but the bevel's too low. The bevel's too low, god damn it. It doesn't bite into this desert wood, what the fuck? But it's a great breachy tool, so I kept it. Anyway, if I'm at a laundromat and the fucking piece of shit in the ghetto steals my clothes, I'm gonna break that son bitch, get my clothes back. This is Top Skull Crusher. It's got the best exposed pommel glass breaker in the world. It's 1095 hard carbon steel. It's still my favorite Bowie now. I'll tell you what. That's why you want to like and subscribe so I could get you up to speed. You don't need no Sig Sauer. You don't need no 357 fucking semi-automatic fucking Armalite shit. You don't know what that shit's about. Y'all just get this here Maverick 88. It was fucking $190 like fucking 7 years ago, but shit's getting fucked up. George Soros is telling all the other Zionists to make the economy suck. So now it's like $300. What the fuck? But it's the most reliable shotgun of its price range. You can look it up. Mossberg Maverick 88 Meltdown. This mere thing can shoot 500 rounds without failing you. The only thing that happens is the barrel tends to get a little bit hot here. You can get all the kind of shit and that onto it. It won't burn your hand. Oh, you can just keep your hand on the fucking plastic Kevlar shit here. Fucking A, right? And I can tell you why I had to trade my Authentico Remington Rate 70 for this, because it's about just as durable, but there's more accoutrements that was easily accessible to get from Amazon on this here Maverick 88. I got here a bandolier that got all the ammo that I need, right? And I got this here flashlight. And if you subscribe to my channel in the name of the Lord, I'm gonna tell you why you're gonna candy strap this shit. I'm gonna tell you why you wanna put birdshot in first, cause it makes a really good warning shot or a surprise what the fuck. That can't miss. With the birdshot going into the air as your first warning shot, if it comes back down, it limits lawful fucking liability of collateral damage, and then simultaneously, if someone caught you by surprise, you got less accuracy for your eyes to have to compute to get the job done. And then you want to get some fucking buckshot, double eye and shit. Why you don't want to get mini shells? Only Mossberg 5.9 to take some mini shells. You don't want to fuck with mini shells. I remember back in the days of COVID, that was one of the only kind of ammos you could fucking buy. So then, if you only had mini shells, this isn't mini shells, but for example, you're gonna learn how you top load like this in case you had to musket the motherfucker and shoot one at a time. Oh yeah! That's why you want to subscribe to me and Joe X so you can learn how to have sex and you could be as formidable as fucking possible in this precarious day and fucking age. Ah! Fucking freedom, motherfuckers. That's why you need to subscribe so I can keep going live and telling people what the fuck. I don't care about the monetization. I'll just tell everybody it's time to live and die by the sword for the Lord. Yeah! Fuck yeah, dude. So that's what my channel's about. You learn martial arts. You get to join a club that's gonna overthrow the fucking world. And it starts right here in fucking USA. So this was the War Tough Gear, the War Tough Gear. Whoa, hammer. I don't know why I dropped it. This shit wasn't holding it. That was cause for concern. Let's see. Did I put the strap back on right? Oh, and then, watch this. I'll be back. I'll be back. I'll be back, y'all. Don't you change that dial. Don't you change that dial. I'm gonna put a smile on your face because we're gonna raise our testosterone. all over the place. So, one of your most motherfucking important ass fucking tools up in the fucking wild is this here headlamp. This here headlamp, yo. If you don't have a headlamp in the middle of the night up here in the desert in the middle of nowhere, you're not even gonna be able to take a fucking piss. You're not gonna be able to find your shit, fool. So yeah, it's a fucking headlamp. You can get shit like this at motherfucking Harbor Freight even. Surprisingly, this shit was actually durable, right? And then you see here, this here thermos. This here thermos is what you call a single ply. Whatever kind of water you can fit into this, you can put it on a fire and you can boil it. You just have to fucking take the lid off so it don't explode in your face like a shotgun. You put this here on the fucking fire and it'll eventually boil the water, and then you got safe water to drink unless people put hairspray in it and shit. Fuck yeah. You will kill all the biological accoutrements that come with it that can't harm you. You can take off your American bandana. You can use it as a filter, G. You can use this thin stainless steel coffee cup, right? And you go to your water source. You get that water here with the fucking bandana strapped right here as a little filter, little by little, one by one. And you boil the son of a bitch. You boil the son of a bitch. You can make pine needle tea and all sorts of good shit. Oh, yeah. And people like me, people like EJ Snyder, people like fucking Joe X, people like fucking Prepper's Bunker, Jacob E. Peterson. He's a good kid. That kid, he knows his fucking politics. He was a veteran and shit. Three Rivers Survival is really good for fucking blades. Joe X is the best. Fucking what else? If there's any other, Pistol Pete was really cool to me. I will give you guys all the latest hoedown of what you're supposed to go to learn all these stuff to increase your testosterone. Oh yeah, because it's okay, guys. You got foiled by the system. You got a COVID vaccine. You've been. All you do is work all day. So you go home on the Pornhub and the fucking incognito Netflix. So I'm gonna get you up to speed. Joe X is gonna get you up to speed. We're gonna tell you all you need is a SC Hungless Homunculus. This is a War Tough Gear Warhammer. All you need is that. Maverick 88 and fucking why? You want to spend $700 on a Glock and get on a watch list? Or you want to just buy a Mossberg 88 that is even more powerful and more durable, more versatile? You can put the slugs in it. You can put the double-aught buck in it. You put the birds in it. It's all good. I need you guys to like and subscribe so I can keep going live, because I don't give a fuck about monetization, and I'll tell it like it is. Oh, yeah. So you guys, without further fucking ado, like, share, subscribe, share, fucking A, subscribe to fucking Joe X. Keep on rocking the free world. Christ is fucking risen. Fuck Satan. And fuck yeah, keep on rocking in the fucking free world, dude. And remember that Thomas Jefferson and Benjamin Franklin and all these great people of the Bible, they said if you ain't willing to fight and die for freedom, you don't deserve it, man. So y'all be good in the hood. Nobody's watching because this world's full of cucks. What the fuck? You guys, anybody who stayed, God bless. Subscribe to Joe X, motherfucker.